figured that Angelica's bike would be something special.
If I let her soup it up the way she wanted, it'd be unsteerable by human hands. Anyway, are you sure you're okay to come out with me? The lacrosse club's supposed to be preparing the field, isn't it?
It's no trouble. We're almost done anyway, and Ferris and the second years agreed to finish the rest. Besides, if I'll be wearing one of these outfits on stage, I might as well be there when we pick them up.
True. You're one of our backing vocalists, so I'm sure you'll catch a lot of eyes.
This is some vehicle, though. You can really tell that the Ruhr Institute of Technology had a hand in developing it. I think trains are too convenient for bikes to break into the mainstream, but I can see them developing a cult following.
Only you would give the bike a technical and marketing analysis. It sure beats you asking about the outfits, though.
Did you say something?
That was just the wind.
Sorry to make you kids come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them.
Thanks for getting them done on such short notice.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh, by the way, are you the girl on rhythm guitar? Huh. You've got a kind of natural elegance to you. Couple that with the outfit and you'll be a real sight to see.
So what exactly do these outfits look like, Reen?
Well, you'll see when we get back. Bird. What the?
Reen? Are you still with me? You just started zoning out.
Oh, it's nothing. There was just a strange bird on that lamppost over there, that's all.
Strange enough to get you daydreaming?
Yeah, actually. I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
Oh, wow. That does sound strange. I wonder what a bird like that is doing in the middle of a big city.
Who knows?
Oh, what do we have here?
Misty.
Is she an acquaintance of yours? Her voice sounds kind of familiar, though.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure. Mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? Why are you lugging 2 suitcases around? You two getting a jump start on a romantic weekend getaway?
No way, never!
Let me explain.
Wow, concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
Tomorrow's broadcast? What was she talking about? And what was all that talk about her real name?
Let me start from the beginning.
Wait, that was the Misty from Abentime? Wow, I never would have guessed that Vita Clotilde and Misty were one and the same.
You'd think it would be obvious since their voices are so famous, but it's pretty hard to tell. Hold on. Tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? They only broadcast Abentime on Sundays.
You're right. Maybe she's going to appear on some other show?
Well, it doesn't matter. We should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Good idea. We still need to try on our outfits, too.
Yeah, but before you do, you have to promise not to get mad.
What kind of outfits did you design?
Alisa,
Reen, is your sister okay?
yeah. Actually, she's the only reason I had the courage to come over here. Would you dance with me?
What? Me?
That was the idea. Is that a no?
All right. Let's get a little closer to the bonfire then.
Okay. Everyone's still at it.
I wish I still had that much energy left. Still, it's not like there's a lot more festival to use it on. It's strange. It feels like the whole year's been building up to this festival, but...
Yeah, it felt like it was over in the blink of an eye. Both the festival and the year as a whole.
Exactly. It won't be long until the second years graduate and we'll be in their shoes. Time really does fly, huh?
Yeah. It's hard to believe so many months have passed since we all first met. But I do have to wonder whether any of us have gotten any closer to figuring out what we're going to do with our lives.
I wish I knew. I might have looked confident when I told Mother that I'd show her how to run the company by the time I'd graduated. But that was in the heat of the moment. I honestly don't know whether I'd drive Rhineford straight into the ground or not.
How could you know? Still,
there's one thing I do know. No matter how difficult the odds, our class always finds a way through. Growing up should be no different.
you stole my line.
I think you need some new material. I'm getting used to your speeches by now. Well, that, and I believe it. I think everything is going to work out as long as our class is together. As long as you and I are together. Forget I said anything.
Alisa. Then let's stay together. We're still looking for our places in the world, but maybe they're right next to each other.
I hope so.
Me too.
Reen, there's so much I want to say right now. You're the one who gave me the courage to find my way in life. That's why this time, I want to be the one to help you find yours. And when we meet again, I'll tell you everything that's in my heart.
Lisa!
So this is why you spend so much time riding this thing. It's really fun. There's just something nice about the hum of the engine.
Be sure to thank Angelica for that. Every rage of this bike's been customized to her specifications, and she's real picky. Anyway, are you sure it was okay for you to come out with me? You said you had to go check up on the wind orchestra earlier.
Yeah, but the wind orchestra has more than enough people leaving without me. I'm sure they're going to be fine. Besides, I'm just as responsible for the outfits as you are.
Good point. We're only one man short of the full design team.
I just hope they've turned out okay. Well, that and that the girls don't kill us after they see theirs.
Yeah, they did end up a bit more revealing than I'd expected. Maybe we should have kept Crow on a tighter leash.
Well, we should probably see them in person before we get too worried.
Sorry to make you guys come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them.
Thank you so much for turning these around so fast. We didn't exactly make things easy for you.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh yeah, that sister of yours got wind of what we were doing and came over to take a little look-see. And by that, I mean she came in here all, "My little brother deserves the best," and started barking orders. Hope you're happy.
She did? Oh, sis.
Some things never change. A bird? What the?
What's wrong, Reen? It's not like you to space out like that.
It's nothing. There was just a strange bird on that lamppost over there.
A strange bird, huh?
Yeah, I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
That does sound strange. I've never heard of a bird like that in Heimdall, though.
Oh, what do we have here?
Misty.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? What are you doing with those suitcases? Two buddies going off on an exciting adventure together, huh? To be a teenager again.
Not quite.
We're here on business, actually.
Wow, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
Wow! I can't believe I just had a conversation with the Vita Clotilde when she was out and about, no less. why'd you call her Misty? And why does that name sound so familiar?
In a nutshell,
Really? I never would have guessed. Wow, now I'm really excited for the next Abend time.
I know what you mean. Tomorrow should be fun. Wait, tomorrow's Friday, right? They only broadcast Abend time on Sundays.
Yeah, that is weird. Maybe she thought today was Saturday or something.
I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. We don't want to keep everyone waiting any longer than we have to. Let's get going back to Trista.
Yeah, I really want to see how the costumes suit everyone. Sooner the better, too. Sis might have helped, but if they're not all perfect, we'll need to start all over again.
Come again?
Let's go, we're burning daylight, quick!
I think I might have messed up by bringing the perfectionist along. And I thought I'd have to worry about the girls liking them. Hey, Elliot.
Oh, Reen.
Looks like you managed to break out of your dad's bear hug.
Barely. You went off to talk to the principal with Fiona. On that note, where's Elise?
I asked her to dance with me, but she turned me down in no uncertain terms. Anyway, wanna go sit down somewhere? I'm totally wiped out after today. All I wanna do is get a drink and some rest.
Good idea. It is getting pretty hectic around here. I wouldn't mind getting away from it all.
Let's do it. Look at all the fun people are having. So, have you danced with anyone yet?
A little bit, with Fiona, since she asked me to. It's kind of embarrassing to dance with your sister, though, so we didn't do it for long.
Huh. Never would have thought about it that way. But anyway, what'd you talk with your dad about?
Well, our concert really impressed him.
Well, hey, that must have put a smile on your face. Wait, he doesn't hate music or anything, does he?
No, he's not exactly well-versed in music, but I know for a fact he likes it. But talking to him made me realize something.
And what was that?
He wasn't against me going to the music academy because he was against me pursuing a career in music. He didn't want me to lock myself into it. He wanted me to be able to decide for myself just what path I wanted to follow. And more importantly, he wanted me to have the strength to do so, even if people around me tried to stand in my way.
I think you do.
It's not like he said any of this out loud. This is just what I'd like to believe his reasoning was. And if that's the case, I think I was finally able to show him that I'm strong enough tonight, with all of your help. I'd like to hope that I've been able to put my mom at ease up in heaven, too.
I'm sure you did. Elliot, I couldn't be happier that everything worked out for you.
Thanks. I hope we can do another concert next year. And if we do, I want us to make it even more amazing than today's was.
Sounds like a plan. When next year's concert rolls around, I'll be right there with you, doing everything I can to make it great.
Thanks, Reen. That means a lot. To tell you the truth, I'm scared right now. Terrified, really. But if it means keeping you guys safe, I won't let that fear get the better of me. Playing music with all of you was one of my happiest memories, and I'll keep fighting until we can make more.
Elliot!
What a wonderful breeze. The vibration of the engine reminds me of a lion's purr. It's very pleasant.
I was thinking of it as a steel horse, but lion sounds cooler. Anyway, are you sure you have the time to come out with me? The swimming club was supposed to be helping set up the gymnasium, right?
We've already finished, so there's no need to worry. Besides, I'm curious about just what sort of outfits you've designed for us.
Really? I have to admit, I didn't expect to hear that from you.
Well, my curiosity stems from the other girls' concerns. I'm hoping that I won't have to draw my sword today, but should these prove too revealing...
That won't be necessary, I'm sure. Though, if it is, at least my last memory will be a happy one.
I hope that's true, for both of our sakes.
Sorry to make you kids come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them.
Thank you very much for putting them together on such short notice.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh, by the way, are you the girl on drums? I can't imagine you'll have any trouble winning people over between the outfit and all the banging you'll be doing.
Green, should I trust the sinking feeling in my stomach?
Well, I'll let you be the judge of that when we get back. A bird? What the?
Is something wrong, Reen? This might not be the best place to get lost in thought.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted by a strange bird sitting on that lamppost.
Strange how?
I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
Huh. That certainly is strange. A city this large is the last place you'd expect to find some exotic bird.
I wonder what it was.
Oh, what do we have here?
Misty.
Oh?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? Why are you lugging 2 suitcases around? You two getting a jump start on a romantic weekend getaway?
Of course not. We're merely here to take care of some business.
Let me explain.
Wow, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
That woman was the opera singer we met on our field study here, wasn't she? Why were you calling her Misty?
Well, you see...
Oh, she hosts a radio program, does she? Given how captivating her voice is, I'm impressed that nobody has drawn the connection between her 2 identities.
It took me a while to notice, too. But one thing is strange. Tomorrow's Friday, right? They only broadcast Abend time on Sundays.
It's possible that she's making an appearance on another program.
Maybe. Anyway, we should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Agreed. We need to try on our outfits today as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how everyone looks in them.
Reen, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but should your designs prove too indecent, blood will be shed.
They're fine, honestly. Probably. Laura?
Oh, Reen. Perfect timing. Would you like to dance?
Huh?
My father and instructor Sara make for rather impressive dancing partners. Watching them makes me want to go up and dance myself.
To be honest, I came over here ready to ask you the same thing.
Oh?
Still, since the guy traditionally asks the girl, I might as well. Would you like to dance with me?
I'd be delighted.
Whew, that was exhausting.
Well, I didn't imagine either of us would have much energy left over after our performance. Still, that didn't keep dancing with you from being a lot of fun. I don't get the chance to dance very often, especially at big events like this.
My family's the same way. We might be nobles, but we're not exactly a common sight at high society gatherings.
I suppose this was a new experience for the both of us then. Attending this academy has given me the chance to see sides of myself that I didn't even know existed.
Same here.
When I first enrolled in this academy, I wanted nothing more than to improve my swordsmanship. But when I arrived, I met people whose values differed wildly from my own. People like you and Fee. That allowed me to see the world in ways I never considered. To see myself in ways I never considered. Thanks to you and our other classmates, I've gained far more than combat training, and I am truly grateful.
You're making me blush. I feel the same way, though.
How so?
At least you had something in mind when you enrolled. My decision to come here was half-hearted at best. But I know now that it was the right choice. If I hadn't joined this academy, I never would have met you or any of our other classmates.
Reen.
Besides, you and I have something even closer than our other classmates. We're both followers of the way of the sword, and we keep pushing each other beyond our limits. I'm grateful for that.
As am I. And I suppose that's enough for now.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. I'm glad that the two of us have another year to train alongside each other.
Likewise.
Be at ease, Reen. You will not bear this burden alone. I will stand and fight here as your sword. And I swear to you, this blade shall not be broken. Not before it returns to your side.
Laura!
I feel like the wind is going to blow me out of this sidecar. Aren't you going a little fast?
No worries, we're being perfectly safe. You sure coming out with me isn't too much of a bother? It seems like the chess club has a lot of stuff to prepare.
Yeah, I'm fine. The captain's been working with some of the noble students, and they've got everything taken care of. Besides, I'm wearing one of these things myself, so I might as well lend you a hand picking them up.
That's reasonable. Might as well know how you'll be dressed when you're up on the stage singing your duet with Jusis.
Don't remind me. Ugh, I swear, if I feel at all embarrassed about wearing this thing, you'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, about that.
Hey! Don't just trail off like that.
The final version ended up a whole lot frillier than the initial design. I'll be wearing one too.
Sorry to make you guys come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them.
We're sorry to have asked for so much work so quickly.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh, and I think you're going to be thrilled when you see your outfits. I might have made them just a bit too showy, but I'm sure you're going to look great in yours.
Hold on. What's this showy talk all about? I'm not sure I like this.
Well, I guess you'll find out when we get back. Bird. What the?
Is something wrong, Reed? You're looking oddly distracted.
It's nothing. There was just a strange bird on that lamppost over there.
What do you mean by strange?
I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
That certainly is unusual. Birds like that aren't exactly a common sight in Heimdall.
Oh, what do we have here?
You're... Misty.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? What are you doing with those suitcases? Two buddies going off on an exciting adventure together, huh? Ah, to be a teenager again.
I'm afraid not.
We're here on business, actually.
Wow, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
I can't believe I got to see Vita Clotilde in person again. And she started talking to us. Why were you calling her Misty, though? Wait, you don't mean...
Now you're getting it.
Misty and Vita are the same person? How could I have missed that? Oh, I'm such a failure as a fan.
Well, you're not alone. She's done a surprisingly good job of hiding it. But speaking of Abend time, tomorrow's Friday, right? The show's only broadcast on Sundays.
Now that you mention it, perhaps she's making an appearance on some other show?
I wonder. Well, it doesn't matter. We should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Yeah, you're right. We have to try on our outfits before the end of the day, too. Even thinking about it is depressing me.
Come on, they're not that bad. Hey, Machias.
Ah, Reen. Weren't you with your sister?
I asked her to dance with me, but she turned me down in no uncertain terms. Are you on your own too?
Yes, indeed. Dad's gone off to dance, so here I am, trying and failing to stave away my boredom.
Sounds like I showed up at the right time. Wanna go sit down somewhere together? I figured that after today, we'd both earned ourselves a drink and some rest.
Well, it beats the alternative. Anything to get away from all this hubbub.
Let's go find a spot then.
The past 2 days have been exhausting.
At least it all paid off in the end. It must have been even tougher for you, though, since you were pulling double duty taking care of the chess club.
You say that like the student council didn't have you running yourself ragged. But you're right. It all paid off. Makes me a little emotional to think back on it all. Hard to believe that the day actually came when I worked alongside nobles toward a common goal. Me.
That is hard to believe.
Our concert, the chess club's event. Neither of those would have been possible without students from the upper classes. I never thought I'd be able to accept something like that.
You've come a long way since we first met. It seems like you've finally started getting along with Jusis.
Well, you have to find someone to compete with if you ever want to improve. And arrogant nobles make for semi-decent competition. I guess.
It wouldn't kill you to be a little more honest.
Why are we even wasting our time talking about him right now? Changing the subject, I'd like to thank you. If I hadn't spent so much time with you and our other classmates, I can't imagine I'd have changed my attitude like this.
You're welcome. But given all that you've done for us, I'd say we're about even.
I'm glad to hear I was somewhat useful. I wish Sis could have been here to see this.
I'm sure she can. She's probably watching this all from heaven by the goddess's side. She must be so proud of how much you've grown too.
I really hope so. The Academy Festival is a celebration of the educational experience, something commoners and nobles alike can enjoy. We have to be sure to keep it that way next year.
We will, whatever it takes.
Reen, because of you, I genuinely believe we can change this country for the better. And I need you there to be a part of it. Together, I know we'll find a way to make the Empire a place where everyone can hold their heads high, regardless of class. So, this isn't goodbye. It's just farewell till we meet again.
Machias!
The wind feels so nice. I expected this to be like riding those horses back in the Highlands, but it's completely different.
They're both a lot of fun. Are you sure it was okay to come with me, though? Weren't you busy helping out with the literature club?
Oh, it's fine. We're almost done preparing the short story collection we'll be selling tomorrow anyway. Besides, I'll be wearing one of these outfits, so I can certainly make the time to pick them up with you.
True. You're going to be right in the spotlight, too.
Oh, don't remind me. By the way, what sort of outfit will I be wearing?
Trust me, you don't need to worry about a thing. I checked all of Crow's designs myself.
But it won't be too revealing, will it? Reen, why aren't you saying anything?
There's nothing to worry about. It's just revealing enough.
Sorry to make you kids come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them.
Thank you for making them for us in such a short amount of time.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh, by the way, are you the girl on vocals? I knew your measurements, but now that I see you in person, you're really gonna knock the fellas dead in that outfit.
Reen, just what sort of design did you end up going for?
Well, you'll see when we get back. A bird? What the?
Reen! What's going on, Reen? You look like you've been thrown for a loop.
Oh, it's nothing. There was just a strange bird on that lamppost over there.
What was strange about it exactly?
Well, I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
What? Where did it go? Did you see which direction it flew?
It flew off around that corner to the west.
Stay right here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I'm really, really sorry about this. You can go back to the academy without me if you have to.
What's gotten into her? I guess she's secretly been a bird watcher all this time.
Don't you two make a cute couple?
Misty.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. How about you? What brings you out here with suitcases in tow? Wait, did you just break up with that girl with the glasses? The way she ran off, I feel like I should be welcoming you into the Lonely Hearts Club.
No, it's nothing like that. I don't know what got into her. And she's not my girlfriend.
How? A concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. I take it that the girl I saw earlier is on vocals then?
How can you tell?
There's just something special about her. She has a certain aura. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do. Wait, tomorrow's Friday, right? They only broadcast Abend time on Sundays.
Reed?
Oh, Emma! So,
I'm sorry for running off like that all of a sudden. That wasn't like me at all.
hey, no worries. Besides, strange behavior is part of the package with you. I've seen you deep in discussion with a cat. Running after a strange bird seems pretty normal, honestly.
Doesn't make me feel any better. But I'm still really sorry to have made you wait.
Really, don't worry about it. But I'm curious. Did you ever manage to find that bird?
Unfortunately not. I tracked it pretty far into the city. But there are so many people that I lost its trail.
I see. Huh. Whatever she's doing, it sounds different from when I can sense someone's presence. Anyway, we should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Oh. You're right. We should. We haven't even tried our outfits on yet.
My thoughts exactly. I can't wait to see how you look in yours.
What do you mean by that? Just what kind of outfits are these?
She's really grown up, hasn't she? But as far as members of the clan go, she's still just a baby. I suppose we were lucky Celine wasn't with her, or things could have gotten awkward. Well, let's get going, Grianos.
Emma,
Oh, Reen.
I wasn't expecting to find you here.
Oh, well, I wanted to get away from all the excitement for a little while. How's your sister?
She's just fine. Actually, she was the one who encouraged me to see you. This might not be the right time since you're trying to rest, but would you dance with me?
What? Me? I couldn't possibly. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people you'd rather dance with, or who are better dancers.
Definitely not. But should I take that as a no?
You should take it as an I'd love to. Whew.
That's a relief. Shall we? Everyone's still having fun.
It makes sense. This festival's practically the culmination of everything we've done since the start of the year. I'm sure everyone has plenty of things they want to talk about with each other.
You're probably right.
I'm really sorry. I feel like I've done nothing but keep secrets from all of you since we first met.
You don't need to apologize for that. It's not like you were doing it to hurt or trick us or anything, right?
Of course not. But I still feel so guilty about having to do it. Even though we've spent so much time together, I feel like I'm not really one of you. That I don't belong here.
That's not true. You do belong here. You're an important part of our class, and every one of us cares about you.
Really?
Everybody has their secrets. You don't need to share every little detail of your life for someone to understand you. But if you ever feel like your secrets are too heavy to handle alone, I'm always willing to listen. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll be there, ready to accept it, and whatever it might mean about you.
Reen. I'm sure that someday I'll be able to tell you the truth. So, will you be willing to hold on until then?
No matter how long it takes.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Reen. I wanted to tell you everything, but it looks like I won't have the chance after all. But you accepted me, in spite of it all. That made me happier than you realize. I've watched you all this time, and this I can say for certain. You can get through this. I know you can.
Emma!
I'd expected this vehicle to be a crude imitation of proper horse riding. But it isn't so bad after all.
That's quite the compliment coming from you. Speaking of horses, are you sure it's okay for you to come out with me? You were in the middle of helping out the riding club, weren't you?
The riding club's contribution is largely organized by second-year volunteers. I'm sure they'll be fine on their own. Besides, if you intend to stuff me into one of these outfits anyway, I might as well help you retrieve them.
Makes sense, especially since you'll have so much time in the spotlight during your duet with Machias.
Which is a waking nightmare. Having to sing with him is insult enough, but if his costume is embarrassing, be prepared to suffer the consequences.
I wouldn't worry if I were you. The guy's costumes will probably suit you better than anyone else.
That doesn't sound encouraging.
Well, you'll see.
Sorry to make you guys come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them. We really appreciate you making these for us so quickly.
Much appreciated.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. But man, did you base the design on something you pulled out of this guy's wardrobe, or what? Put this thing on, and you'll look like the young nobleman all the other young noblemen want to be.
It'll look great on you, I swear.
Why did I agree to this?
Bird. What the?
What are you doing, Reed? If you're done staring blankly off into the distance, I could use some help getting these into the sidecar.
Right, on it. I just got distracted by a strange bird on that lamppost, that's all.
What was strange about it?
I've just never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
Well, if nothing else, it does sound like a rare breed. But what would it be doing here in Heimdall, though?
Who knows?
Oh, what do we have here?
Misty.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? What are you doing with those suitcases? Two buddies going off on an exciting adventure together, huh? Ah, to be a teenager again.
You're gravely mistaken.
We're here on business, actually.
Wow, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
So that was the famous Azure Diva, was it? But if that's Vita, then who exactly is Misty?
Well, it's complicated.
I see. I imagine learning that their star singer ran a radio program would send the entire Opera House staff into conniptions.
Sounds like she does it just for a weekly change of pace. Even though tomorrow's Friday, right? But don't they only broadcast Abendtime on Sundays?
Do they? Well, perhaps she'll be making an appearance on some other program.
Maybe. Well, it doesn't matter. We should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
I suppose that's true. We have to try on our outfits after all. If there's a single aspect of mine that I dislike, you will hear about it.
Sure. I'm sure you'll like it, though. Jusis.
Reen?
I'm surprised you're not dancing. I thought that would be your first stop after such a long chat with Rufus.
We had a number of things to discuss. Though I could say the same about you. I would expect you to have invited someone to dance with you by now.
I tried asking Elise, but she shot me down pretty quickly. After a day like today, I feel like we owe ourselves a chance to sit down. Here to join me? You can't tell me you don't think a cold drink and a rest would cap today off perfectly.
You make a compelling argument. You and my desire to escape all of this noise.
Then let's get out of here.
They certainly have an endless supply of enthusiasm, don't they?
I'm guessing most people are starting to get tired, but they don't want to miss out on their chance to have fun. We've spent so much time and effort to prepare, and then the 2 days of the festival itself just seemed to fly by.
I suppose you have a point.
Oh, by the way, you know how you were talking to your brother earlier? What were you two chatting about?
Nothing much. The horses we've been raising in the riding club, our concert, and other such things. He was particularly surprised when I walked onto the stage wearing that outfit. Once his laughter subsided, he told me he couldn't have imagined me doing anything like that before I joined the academy.
Well, at least he had fun.
But he does have a point. I do believe I've changed since we all first met.
I agree. At the start of the year, you had a very unapproachable air about you, but that's not the case anymore.
I'm certain that's due to the influence of some very atypical nobles. Particularly Laura and yourself.
I don't know if I deserve any credit for that. I'm just glad that I can call you a friend.
It's a small wonder how you always manage to say those kinds of things with a straight face. Regardless, I do want to thank you.
For what?
When I first came to this academy, I was trying to live my life as a perfect Alberea, just as my brother had taught me. But I gradually learned to exert my individuality. I'm here as Jusis Alberea, not the son of Duke Alberea. Had I not spent so much time with Class 7, and with you in particular, I never would have come into my own.
I'm so happy to hear you say that. Well, here's to changing for the better.
Agreed. We both have room for improvement, but that's what next year is for.
We're going to be great.
Don't lose your composure over something like this. You gave me the courage to step out from beneath my father's shadow. You won't be defeated here. I won't allow it. We are nobles, and we have a duty to our land and to our people. Show me, Reen, what noblesse oblige means to you!
Jusis!
This is nice. Feels like we're cutting through the wind. I could get addicted to this.
Yeah, you don't get the same sense of speed when you're on a train. But still, are you sure it was okay for you to come out with me? Isn't the gardening club preparing some big event for the festival?
We're done with that already. I'm free. I sort of want to see our outfits, too.
That makes sense, especially since you're going to be right in the spotlight with Emma.
Yep. Gotta make sure I can move in it.
I think we landed on a pretty nice design in the end. They're a little revealing, but that doesn't seem like something that'd bother you too much.
Not unless it's completely ridiculous. Seems like you'd be more interested in Emma and Alisa anyway.
That's not true at all!
sorry to make you kids come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them. We really appreciate you making these for us so quickly.
Thanks.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh, by the way, you're one of the backup dancers, aren't you? You should be a sight to behold in that outfit, like a dazzling little fairy.
Now I really want to try it on.
You might want to wait until we get back. A bird. What the?
Rain? Something happened? You have a strange look on your face.
No, it's nothing. There was just a strange bird on that lamppost over there, that's all.
Weird.
It was. I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
That's probably not normal. But what's it doing in the middle of a city?
Who knows?
Oh, what do we have here?
Misty.
Huh? It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure. Mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? Why are you lugging 2 suitcases around? You two getting a jump start on a romantic weekend getaway?
Bingo.
Not even close! Let me explain.
Wow, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
That was the opera singer from our field study here, right? Who's Misty?
Well, you see...
Oh, yeah. It all makes sense now.
It took me a while to notice that their voices were the same. Now that I think about it, though... Tomorrow's Friday, right? They only broadcast Abend time on Sundays.
Maybe she's on some other show.
Well, whatever. We should start heading back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Yep. We've got to try those outfits on, too.
Yeah, I really want to see how everyone looks in them.
And by everyone, you mean our curvier classmates.
I do not! Fee,
Reen, is there a problem?
no, I was just looking for you. Are you up to anything right now?
Nope.
In that case, would you like to dance with me?
I've never danced before.
Don't worry, I can lead. But if you don't want to, we don't have to.
Let's do it.
Okay then. You're a natural, Fee. But I guess I should have known you'd catch on quickly.
It wasn't too hard once I got the hang of it. And I felt at ease with you leading.
What do you mean?
It reminded me of our leader.
The Jaeger King I've heard about?
Yep. When we're all together, it feels like we're all part of a family. Just like it did back in the Corps. But there's something about you in particular that reminds me of him.
Is that a good thing?
You don't look or act like him at all. But I always felt comfortable when I was with him. And that's how I feel about you too.
That's kind of embarrassing. I don't really know what to say. No, I do. I'm happy to hear that you think of me like that. Everyone needs a family, blood-related or not.
It's been a long time since Zephyr split up. But for the first time in a while, I wish I could see everybody again.
I didn't expect to hear that. But I think it's a good thing. I hope you'll get the chance to see them again soon.
Me too. Back when I was with Zephyr, I couldn't protect them. But it's different now. I'm going to fight, Reen. For the people I care about. You and the others are my family now. And I'm not going to let anyone hurt you.
Fee!
How nice to ride with the wind. And it's so refreshing to be able to travel along the highway like this.
Yeah, it couldn't be much more different from looking out a train car window, could it? But are you sure it's okay for you to come out with me? I thought you were in the middle of helping the art club.
It's no problem at all. I had just about finished up anyway. Besides, how could I resist the chance to get an early look at her outfits?
A tall guy like you is really going to stand out on stage.
Given your duties as backing vocalist, I'm sure you'll draw your fair share of eyes too.
Yeesh, now you're getting me nervous. Anyway, as soon as we get back, we need to get used to wearing our outfits. We wouldn't want to get cold feet on stage.
I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure we'll look fantastic.
I hope so.
Sorry to make you guys come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them. We really appreciate you making these for us so quickly.
We can hardly thank you enough.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Ooh, you're a tall drink of water, aren't you? You're gonna make that outfit really shine. Hey, you wouldn't be interested in working here as a part-time model, would you?
Gaius does seem like he'd look good in anything, though. A bird? What the...
Is something wrong, Reen? Weren't we heading back to Trista?
We are, sorry. I just got distracted by a strange bird on that lamppost, that's all.
Strange, you say?
Yeah, I've never seen a bird that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
I don't think I've ever seen a bird like that either. But what would it be doing in the middle of the city?
Who knows?
Oh, what do we have here?
Misty.
Huh?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? What are you doing with those suitcases? Two buddies going off on an exciting adventure together, huh? To be a teenager again.
Unfortunately not.
We're here on business, actually.
Oh, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
Oh, so she's the famous opera singer I've heard so much about. But why were you calling her Misty?
Well, it's like this.
Impressive. So she's both an opera singer and a radio personality? It must be tough to balance both lives. But she still seems so easygoing.
Yeah, for someone with so many talents, she's really approachable. Hold on a minute. Tomorrow's Friday, right? They only broadcast Abend time on Sundays.
Really? Maybe she's going to be a guest on some other show.
Could be. Well, it doesn't matter. We should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Definitely. We should try on our outfits today. I can hardly wait to see how our class will look all dressed up.
Same here. Let's hurry on back. Hey, Gaius.
Reen? Were you not spending the evening with your sister?
I was, until I asked her to dance. She turned me down flat and sent me off. What about you?
Toma and Charles decided to go dance, so I just saw them off. I was thinking about getting away from all of the excitement, though. I think I need a little rest after all we've done.
That makes two of us. All I want right now is a place to sit and a nice cold drink. Mind if I join you?
Not at all. I appreciate the company.
Okay, let's go find a spot to relax.
Look how much fun they're having dancing together. I was worried that they'd tire themselves out with the journey here, but it seems I made the right choice by inviting them.
I'll say. It's a shame Sheeta and Lily couldn't join them, though.
Yeah, they're still a little too young. But I would like to bring them here one day, if I get the chance.
I'm sure they'd be thrilled. Thinking back on it now, it's hard to believe that it's almost been half a year since we found ourselves in Nord.
Time really flies.
It must feel like longer for you than it does for me, too.
I suppose it would. I'll always be nostalgic for the winds of Nord. But to be honest, I can't say that I feel all that homesick.
Really?
Really. Erebonia is my home.
You mean...
I've spent over half a year at the academy, surrounded by some of my dearest friends. This country is every bit as important to me as Nord is. I wouldn't think twice about calling it my second home.
That's a big-hearted statement to make.
I have all of you to thank for making me feel that way. I really do feel blessed. There aren't many people who can say they have two homes to love equally.
I had no idea you thought so much of this country. Not only does that fill me with pride as an Erebonian, it warms my heart as your friend. This country is changing. There's nothing we can do about that. But hopefully as a class, we can help turn it into a country that we can really be proud of.
I have no doubt about that. I'm happy to have you as a classmate, Reen.
I feel the same way.
Like I said during the after party, this country is my second home now. I really meant that. So if it means defending this land we hold dear, I can endure any hardship. May the wind and the goddess guide your path. I know that one day, we'll meet again.
Gaius!
Woohoo! This is way different than riding on Lammy, but it's so much fun!
Glad you like it. Just to make sure, it's okay for you to come out with me, right? You don't have some cooking club responsibilities you just shirked to go off on an adventure, do you?
Pshaw, don't sweat the small stuff. Besides, I only ever help by eating all the food anyway. And on top of that, I want to see these costumes of ours.
I guess that makes sense, given that you're going to be right in the spotlight next to Emma.
That's the idea. The outfits are supposed to be super revealing, right? I'm already excited to get 2 heaping eyefuls of Emma.
I don't know if you saw some of Crow's early designs or what, but these aren't quite as risque as you're expecting. To be honest, they're probably not even as revealing as the outfit you wear out on missions.
Huh? Really? Aw, man. I was hoping mine was gonna be super sexy.
Not even Crow would design you an outfit like that.
sorry to make you kids come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Awesome! I can't wait to see him!
Thank you very much for making these on such short notice.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh, by the way, you're one of the backup dancers, aren't you? I wanted to make you an outfit that'd bring your energetic nature front and center. This should suit you perfectly.
Energetic, huh? So you're the reason I don't get to wear anything sexy.
What?
Please just ignore her. That's what we do. A bird. What the?
Reen, hello? What are you spacing out for?
It's nothing. There was just a strange bird on that lamppost over there.
What kind of strange bird?
I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
I don't know what that is, but I've probably never seen a bird like that either. What do you think it's up to?
I have no idea.
Oh, what do we have here?
Misty.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? Why are you lugging 2 suitcases around? You two getting a jump start on a romantic weekend getaway?
Sure are!
No, we aren't! Before you drag my name through the mud.
Wow, concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
That was the famous opera singer lady just now, right? Vita Clotilde? What's up with the whole Misty thing?
Well, you see...
Oh, the secret identity thing is so cool! But doing a radio show, that's the least stealthy thing I've ever heard. How come nobody's noticed they have the same voice?
It took me a while to figure it out too, believe it or not. Hold on. Tomorrow's Friday, right? But don't they only broadcast Abend time on Sundays?
Could it be what I think it is?
Millium?
Oh, it's nothing. Why don't we head back to Trista?
Sure. Everyone's probably waiting for us. We all still need to try on our outfits too.
Woohoo!
Millium.
Hi, Irene. Hey, aren't you gonna dance?
Well, that's actually why I'm here. Do you want to dance with me?
Huh? Me? But I've never even danced with anybody before.
No worries, you can just follow my lead. So, what do you say?
Well, the leftovers at the food stalls were really calling my name. But sure, why not? I guess if every other girl has rejected your offer, I can find room in my heart to help you out.
Thanks?
And even though it was my first dance, I was awesome out there. More proof that I'm good at everything, I guess.
You say that because you didn't have to lead. But as long as you had fun, that's the important thing.
This academy's got fun new stuff to do every time I turn around. Sometimes I almost forget I'm here on a mission.
Sounds like a problem for an agent.
Maybe. I don't know. It's like there's two of me. One was sent here by the intelligence division, and one's just an average student. But I don't know which of those two me's is the real one.
What do you mean?
It's just, I never even got the chance to go to Sunday school. This is the first time I've ever had the chance to live a normal life, and it's so much fun. But I feel kinda conflicted.
Millium, I don't think I can give you an easy answer here. But I think they're both you.
What?
You've helped us more times than I can count. Maybe that was because of your duty to the intelligence division. Maybe it wasn't. But at the end of the day, you're a classmate and a friend to every one of us. So I don't think that knowing which part of you is the real you is quite as important as you think.
Maybe it isn't.
And maybe it's selfish of me to say that. But it's how we all feel. No matter who you are, you're still our friend. And I'd be happy if you felt the same way about all of us.
I do. Besides, for now, being your friend is good enough for me. I'm just gonna have fun now and figure things out later.
That's the spirit.
Standing here with all of you makes me feel stronger than I ever have before. I've grown up fighting other people's battles. This is the first time I've been able to fight for what I want. It's a nice feeling having friends. I don't want to lose that.
Millium.
Tell me, Reen, exactly what part of invite someone don't you understand? It really isn't that hard. Man, what would you have done if I wasn't free?
Sorry. I do appreciate you coming along, though.
Well, I gotta see how my babies came out. Besides, I'm sure Jellica would be thrilled to see me riding her bike, so I guess I can let you off the hook this time.
Crow, are you sure it was okay for you to come with me like this? It sounds like you had about 1 million people asking for your help.
Don't sweat it. I'm not that heavily involved with any of them, and I can finish up my bits just fine. This festival's all about the first years anyway. I know when to stand back and give the other folks their moment to shine.
That's surprisingly believable. And here I thought the instructors had caught wind of your gambling plans and you were trying to escape or something. Wait, seriously?
Eyes on the road, Reen. Eyes on the road.
Sorry to make you guys come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see them.
Thanks. Guess I owe you again this year.
After how hard you worked me last year, I was more than ready for this. But even so, your concert made it all worth it. Let's hope these kids can do something that measures up. Oh yeah, one more thing. I made one of these outfits for you too, just in case.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have.
Crow, didn't you just give me a speech about how you were going to stay behind the scenes and let us shine?
Well, sure. I just figured that if I had a uniform, we'd feel like one big team. Yeah, that's a good enough excuse for now.
A bird? What the?
Hey, hate to snap you out of whatever this is, but we've got somewhere to be. If we don't get going, it'll be night by the time we're back at the dorms.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I just got distracted by a strange bird on that lamppost, that's all.
Strange, huh?
Yeah, I've never seen a bird that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
Huh, that does sound kind of strange. I wonder why it's hanging around in the city, though.
Who knows?
Oh, what do we have here?
Misty.
Oh?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? What are you doing with those suitcases? Two buddies going off on an exciting adventure together, huh? Ah, to be a teenager again.
Sure are.
Since when? Ignore him. We're here on business, actually.
Wow, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
That was the Vita Clotilde, right? The opera singer? Whoa, you've got some friends in high places, Reen. So, do you just call her Misty to keep a low profile for your dates, or what?
For one thing, we're not dating. And more importantly...
Wow, really? She seems so laid back. She must be pretty amazing to handle two jobs at once.
Yeah, she's something all right. Wait a sec. Tomorrow's Friday, right? They only broadcast Abend time on Sundays.
Oh yeah? Maybe she's on some other show this week.
Who knows? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Definitely. We've got to get everyone into those outfits, the ladies especially. Then all that'll be left is surviving Commander Elliot's boot camp from hell.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Hopefully. Hey, Crow.
What's up, man? You're not here to collect that interest already, are you? I value my kneecaps as much as the next guy, but I need more time.
Nah, I'm just over here because my sister shot me down when I asked her to dance. Needless to say, it's been a long day. Want to find a spot to sit down with me? I could use a cold drink and a good rest.
Now you're speaking my language. I'm in. Let's get two of the strongest damn drinks those stalls will pour us.
You know none of them sell alcohol, right?
Look at Jellica and George dancing the night away. I wonder if this is what I think it is.
And what is that exactly?
Jeez, you couldn't see flying sparks in a dark cave at midnight, could you? Keep that up all your life and you'll break even more hearts than I will.
But I mean, Angelica and George?
Forget it. Let me take you on a little trip to Uncle Crow's Wisdom Corner.
Little being the operative word.
Seriously though, if you only hold on to one piece of advice, it should be, take care of your buds. I know, you've heard it all a million times, but I wouldn't be telling you if I wasn't telling you straight. Doesn't matter where you are or if you graduate. If you treat your friends right, they're not gonna let you down. You need at least one like that. Better get searching if you don't have one. You still with me, Reen?
Sorry, I was just surprised. I didn't know you were capable of giving serious advice.
You know, each of these snide little comments is a tiny knife in my heart. I try to share a bit of my life experience and help my little buddy out, and this is the treatment I get?
I do appreciate it, though. My time here has definitely taught me how important a good friend can be. And I consider you one of mine. I don't just look up to you because you're older than me, but because you're a good friend. Okay, maybe friend is a little strong. Partner in crime might be more like it.
Partner in crime, huh? Not sure whether I should be offended or wear it with pride. You're a funny one, Reen. First you try to get interest on a 50-mirror loan, then you shower me with compliments?
Partners in crime are supposed to be able to turn from dangerous to friendly in the blink of an eye, right?
You got me there.
We don't have long before you graduate, but we've got to make the most of it.
You bet. Just, pray that I get to graduate at all. Let me give you one final word of warning. If you're still thinking we're some sort of partners in crime or buddies or whatever,
You should stop deluding yourself. Come at me like you want me dead. Showing mercy here will get you killed. Crow!
Instructor?
Oh, it's you.
Yikes, you sound like you just got dumped.
For your information, I wasn't dumped. The Viscount and I finished our dance and he went on his way. But what are you doing here? Are you sure you should be leaving your sister alone with Patrick on the prowl?
Well, she can take care of herself. And besides, she was the one who encouraged me to come your way. Will you dance with me? I know the Viscount's a hard act to follow, but still.
Well, well, Reen Schwarzer, I always knew one day you'd recognize me for the paragon of womanhood I am. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were ready to graduate from giggling schoolgirls up to ladies with real class.
But let me guess, I should come back in a few years?
No, we can let you skip a couple of grades for the night. Just don't expect me to lead.
I'm sure I'll manage.
That's the stuff.
You look happy.
After all this hard work, I deserve a little bit of fun. And with the way you led, I'd say you do too. I'm surprised you don't sweep more ladies off their feet.
Jeez, when you put it like that, it makes me sound like some Casanova with a rose clenched in my teeth. I can't imagine that I was even half as good as the Viscount.
You weren't. But that doesn't mean you didn't have a certain youthful charm. Besides, I had fun. You're not the only student who asked me to dance, but you're one of the few who knew what he was doing.
Yeah, speaking of youthful charm, if you don't mind me asking, what were you doing back before you became a bracer?
Well, have you ever heard of a country called Northumbria? It's north of the Empire, if the name didn't tip you off. That's where I'm from.
Northumbria, huh? I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard it's a hard place to eke out a living.
That's a nice way of putting it. The climate alone keeps a lot of people out, and that's the least of its problems. The only thing keeping the country afloat financially at this point is a single Jaeger Corps that got its start there.
Supported by a Jaeger Corps.
So if you've ever wondered why I'm big on telling you guys to go out and enjoy life while you're still young, that's why. It's not really like me to get all sentimental, but I can't help but want you guys to enjoy what I never could.
Instructor Sara. It's not too late, you know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you about to profess your undying love for me or something?
You're no less a bona fide member of Class 7 than I am. And you're still young, so... It may be a little belated, but why not enjoy your youth with us? We're all in this together.
I can't believe I'm finding comfort in the arms of a younger man. I can tell you put your heart into that one, but really, that's like a B-rank pickup line at best.
I'm not trying to hit on you. I meant it.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that, lover boy. Whatever the reason, though, it made me happy to hear. One of these days, I'm gonna have to drag you along to this great bar I know. Once you're old enough to drink, anyway.
And here I was hoping you were offering to sneak me in. Instructor!
Don't worry about me. When I tell someone I'll drink with them, that's a promise I intend to keep.
Be safe out there.
Of course. I'll leave things here in your capable hands then.
Will do. Towa.
Oh, hey, Reen.
Are you finally done with all of your student council work?
Done is a relative term, but for now, you bet. What happened to your sister, by the way? Wasn't she with you?
Actually, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be standing here. Towa, would you like to dance with me?
Wait, you really mean it?
Of course. But don't worry about it if it would make you uncomfortable or something.
All right, then. I'm honestly glad you asked, just surprised. Can I ask you to lead, though?
Of course.
Thanks, Reen. It must have been no small feat for you to lead, given how small I am.
Not at all. I had fun. Still, it's hard to believe that the festival is almost over now.
Yeah, it is. It was a lot of hard work, but I loved every minute of it. Your concert even topped the one we put on last year.
Is something wrong?
Sorry. Just thinking that this is my last Academy Festival got me all emotional. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be setting an example for you, and yet here I am. How embarrassing. Oh.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Nobody at this school has put more work into this festival than you have. It makes sense to be emotional. And while I'm sure it's hard to leave this behind, I think I speak for everyone when I tell you how grateful we are. Thank you.
Reen. Thank you too. But,
Huh?
I might be shorter than you, but I am a second year. I don't think it's really appropriate for you to start stroking my head out of nowhere like that.
I'm so sorry. I do it to my sister all the time, so it's kind of turned into a bad habit of mine. Oh, Alisa's already chewed me out for that before, too.
Oh. Oh, really? So he's a serial head rubber. Still, I haven't had anyone fawn over me like that since I was a kid. It was kind of nice, to be honest. You can tell that you're an older brother.
Thanks, I guess.
There's not a lot of time left until I graduate. But with you here, I'm sure the Academy is going to be in good hands once I'm gone.
Well, I'll have a lot to live up to. But I'll be sure to make this academy an even better place than it is now.
Then it's a promise. Reen? I'll be waiting here when you come back.
They'll be all right out there. All we can do now is believe in them.
Yeah.
No, I'd better not. I'm sure everyone else is just as tired as I am. But if there's someone you'd like to dance with, you're very welcome to. I mean, it's nothing too formal, so you're free to dance with whoever you'd...
Oh, Lady Elise, it's so wonderful to see you. You look I'm afraid I must take my leave.
That was pathetic.
Quiet! I was trying to be respectful.
Well, that was interesting. But tonight's so beautiful that it would be a shame if you didn't get to dance with anyone. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, would you like to dance?
Sure. Thanks, Elise.
In that case, might I ask for the next one? Your Highness?
Having fun, Your Highness?
Good evening, both of you. Unlike the garden party, there is no need tonight to concern ourselves with societal standing or propriety. So, Reen, might I ask you for a dance? After your sister is fine, of course.
It would be my pleasure.
Alfin, what are you doing? It's all part of my brilliant plan. After I take him for a spin, all you need to do is get him to dance with you one more time. Oh, I can see it now. Your eyes meet, your lips parted into a kissable pout, and soon he'll think of you as more Miss than Sis. I don't know what you're planning, and now I'm almost afraid to ask.